A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shupriyo, and I would like to welcome you all at IIHM Expert Session. So, our today's guest at IIHM Studio, she's a very well-known personality in education fraternity, and most importantly, a very good friend of IIHM. She is none other than Ms. Sunil Negi, Principal of Pallavi International School. Welcome, ma'am, at IIHM Expert. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shipriyo, and I would like to welcome you all at IIHM Expert Session. So, our today's guest at IIHM Studio, she is a very well-known personality in education fraternity, and most importantly, a very good friend of IIHM. She is none other than Ms. Sunil Nagi, Principal of Pallavi Model School. Welcome, ma'am, at IIHM Expert Session. Being a stalwart for education sector, I would like to know your opinion on innovation of technology and digital learning in modern education. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the topic for our today's discussion. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Supriyo. I'm here because I'm truly well connected with IIHM. They have done a lot of webinars, and what was surprising is they had done internship program for our students. I never ever thought that IIHM would do internship for our school students of grade 11 and 12 online. I thought, how would a chef connect online? And it was not one or two, it was one team of chefs who was teaching them how to bake and what exactly are the duties of a chef in a hotel management industry, what all you do. I was baffled. And the parents who were watching it online were really, dumbstruck. They said, is it possible? Because on the first day, we invited about 200 kids and about 120 turned up roughly. And they said, how can it be possible? हो ही नहीं सकता. जो काम हाथ पकड़ के करना है और वो screen देख के कैसे होगा? So I said, beta, did we not start online classes? In a jiffy, ऐसे हो गया था online classes. So why do I connect digital technology only to classroom? Why not to IIHM, which has supported me and given me an internship program for 1 week and then a break and then again 1 week so that children can go try and come back if they have any doubts. And it was bravo. It was such a successful one that till maybe next 3-4 days, I got all the 200 children on and their parents are also watching IIHM and telling me, is it possible? I said, we made it possible because of IIHM. And there we were, an internship program online. That was the first thing. First online internship that we did in Pallavi Model School, Alwal branch, where I was really, really surprised because I too was in a quandary. I said, teaching to ho raha hai. Classroom teaching ho raha hai, digital evolution ho gaya, everything is happening, maths, physics, bio, everything is going on as per schedule. But little skeptical, I said, can internship happen? And when Jayavardhan told me from IIHM, it can happen, ma'am, we will do it. We'll make it possible for you. You're a good friend of ours. And thank you, IIHM. So yes, hotel management industry can also be connected and do many, many programs for students, for parents, and for general citizens also.
Right. So thank you so much for saying this. So, ma'am, I just wanted to understand from your side that how you feel about this whole new era of education system, which is digital, right? Because of this post-pandemic situation, all the schools came into online platform. So, what is your opinion? How you are dealing with it?
So I'll tell you, it suddenly happened that overnight we had to shift. Literally, I'm using the word overnight because when we came to know, our government has planned to close schools. So we were in a quandary. Now what's going to happen? So the first thought which came is, Corona hai, maybe 15-20 din mahine mein ho jayega. It was that type of a feeling. Then when we heard it's like a pandemic, it's going to be because it started in 2019. But in India, 2020 March, we decided to close everything. On, everything was in place, everything systematically. And then we were told, that you just need to close down. It was a Friday. Then we asked parents, just hold on. Saturday, Sunday, 2 days, we gave training to our staff, how to come online and how to use new modes and mediums of getting connected. And one day we had started our online classes. Gung ho, we were there. We were just there. And we tried. We tried with X app, then we tried with Y app, then we tried with Z app. And then finally we are doing pretty well, I think, now with the app we are using currently. And we are well connected with children. And the best thing, let me tell you, is not only did we start online classes, but connectivity between parents and the children and the teachers, all the stakeholders, the bonding became very, very strong. Earlier, they wouldn't come to know in school. Like today, Subhash Chandra Bose Jayanti. They never knew that such programs also we celebrate. For them, what was there in mind was 26 January, they will do it. We will do it. 15th August, we will do it. But something like this. And then we said, okay, in the month of October, we announced we are having our first ever annual day celebrations. 4-hour annual day online. It's not a joke, 4 hours. We took up 4 contemporary civilizations of the world 5,000 years ago, and we called it Crescendo, height of glory. Parents were really dumbstruck. The chief guest, when we called, said, no, ye ho sakta hai. And I'm really telling you, we made it possible. We made it possible because of technology, because of digital evolution. And today we are successfully there where other schools are also there. So what is it that we do differently? We do differently is there is some activity or the other which is going on, and we invite parents to get those activities done by the children. We allow parents to test their children and give marks to the children planned on rubrics which are given to them. Parents are doing, self-learning, learning for the children, and also corrections for the children and helping us. So in this pandemic, without parents, we would not have been able to survive. So my thanks is to all our parents, wherever they are across the world, all parents across the world. If you had not supported teaching fraternity, it would not have happened. Thanks a lot.
Very correctly said. In fact, I think because of this, we got connected with the parents really well. And ma'am, in that note, I would really wanted to understand from you what you think, as per your opinion, is virtual education will continue as a future trend post-pandemic also? What do you
Yes,
think?
good question you asked me. Will it continue post-pandemic also? Now we are planning to reopen schools from 3rd February. Our grade 9 to 12 kids will be back to school. And almost 75% of them have said, yes, they would like to come back. They are missing school. Post-pandemic also, we want to go in for blended learning. Wherein supposing we say, a couple of days they will be coming to school, they will be in school and they'll be learning. But at least a Saturday when parents are at home and they are watching, they want to know what exactly school is doing. We would definitely like to go online and show to the parents to get connected. This connectivity which has been formed, this bonding, we don't want to break it. We want it to continue for long times to come. So instead of they coming, earlier we used to allow parents to come sit in class and observe how the teacher is teaching. We allowed it. So now it is, they need not take out that time and commute in a city like Hyderabad. It takes 2 to 3 hours, sometimes coming and going back. So they can sit from comfort of their home. They can watch what's happening in school. And parents are conducting webinars for our children. Parents are guest lecturers, the ones who are doctors and engineers and chartered accountants and hoteliers like you, art teachers, artists in different places. We're getting connected to the world at large. People from US are our guests online. So we are not spending for passport, visa, nothing. They are just connected within a jiffy. And why should we stop this, you tell me now? Once we started it, you say, na, ek bar maza lag jata hai, like, and then we don't want to leave the maza. We just want to continue. Now, if you tell me also, IIHM lay out bachcho ko, I'll say, yeah, let's do it blended manner. We bring some there and we do some here. So it's a win-win situation, both the ways, so that your technology also doesn't grow obsolete and we also are connected with you.
Absolutely. I think that is the silver lining. The reach is definitely more because of this online platform. But in that note, I really wanted to understand how you ensure the quality of online courses. Say for instance, for the exam pattern, or how you are conducting those.
Okay, that's a nice question you asked. Examination first was a big question mark. So we started at Google form, where there were only multiple choice questions given, A, B, C, D. You mark one and then you get the marks. And we definitely know it that a child who's sitting there is super excited because Google Maya is very quick to give answers. So what our chairman told us was, he said, relax. The child who's typing out the question and learning it even from Google will remember it for a long time to come, because nobody else is helping the child. They are helping themselves. Let that matter be there with them for long times. So don't say if, why, but for everything that the children do. Then slowly we came out with another module where from grade 6 upward, we trained the teachers and the parents how to use Google Classroom, where the child writes a 3-hour paper, 3-hour paper they write, and then they scan the paper with the help of parents. They're going to post it in the Google Classroom. The teacher is going to do the correction in Google Classroom and post the marks back. And a parent wants to see, they can even view the paper of the child. Doesn't want to see the paper of the child, wants to only view the marks, are allowed to do so.
Perfect. I think that's quite summed up. So, ma'am, the last question for today's discussion. So, I believe you already heard about Young Chef Olympiad. So, this is a culinary competition. It's a world's biggest culinary competition that we are organizing since the last 6 years. And if I give you a little more detail, the last year also we have hosted around more than 60 countries in our country, and they traveled from one city to another city for different rounds. And it is a huge event that we organize. This is as I said, it's a world's biggest culinary competition. So this is the 7th season, and this is the very first time we are organizing this event in a virtual platform, and we are having around more than 50 countries participating, right? So in that note, I really wanted to understand, I mean, what you feel about how IIHM is spreading hospitality across the globe.
So as I told you before also, that IIHM, when it can do internships online, why not an exam online? When we can have a 3-hour paper, yours is lesser duration and a much simpler one than the complex ones that we conduct in school. I am sure you're doing a great job, when it is like, I was telling to my parents also, we had a PTM this morning, I was telling them earlier, we used to tell children, mobile is not good. Keep away from your laptop, keep away from desktop, don't waste time over there. Now, school comes home on a mobile. School comes home on a desktop or a laptop. So why IIHM cannot come home? And why can't we do this online examination like this that can benefit so many people together? Maybe when you conducted it offline, a couple of them missed out because they missed coming to the cities from the villages to attend, or from different parts where you could not reach out. Now, when you do it online, you can reach out to many more people, I feel. You may be saying last year you had 60 countries, now you have 50 countries, but the number of institutions who are going to join you in 50 also will be definitely more than who have joined you for 60. Do you understand? That is how technology has connected us. This is a digital era. And let's thank God that, digital technology has connected us. Somewhere, the pandemic proved that we should not be lazing around. We should be resilient. And that is what human resilience is. We showed that, yes, we can survive. In an era of technology, nothing is impossible.
Perfect. So I would like to quote here, yes, we need to be resilient, what matter it is. So whatever it is, and because of this digital platform, we are connected, right? And we have this zeal to host this kind of huge event, getting 50 countries together in one platform. So thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. And we will see you soon. So signing out from IIHM Studio. Thank you so much.
Namaskar, all the best.